Or else nobody's gonna feel it. Listen, it's 50 degrees in February. For about a week in NYC is very scary. But I gotta press on. Cruising down to FDR to get my mess on. I've been a stressed one, but who ain't? The news ain't good, feel like it's doomsday. Is it too late? Sometimes I wonder what the moon say. While he looks upon me, knowing as I gaze upon him. The truth is, I feel like everybody's made up of sin. Difference is, the good people know to keep it within. Okay, so when I let a little leak out, trying not to freak out, I don't give a fuck what anybody try and speak out, cause I never bow down. I just keep 10 toes to the ground.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crosstown Conflict. Sorry about being away these past few weeks. We kind of got held up with the 4th, and as you can see, I'm in a new room now, so people have been moving. But Jared, how's these past couple weeks been going for you?
They've been going pretty okay for me. They've been going pretty okay for the Mets, and my goal for the month of June has been surpassed, being a couple games over 500. It's a long stretch from going 5-25 a couple years ago. So I can finally say I think I got a little bit of confidence in this team, even though we're getting fucking manhandled 5-0 by the Brewers right now.
Hey, you won the first game of the doubleheader, though. You know, you can always, when you're going into a doubleheader, you always want to split them.
Yeah, and we won a game that we weren't supposed to win the night before too. And I didn't know the Brewers had 50 wins already.
Yeah, the Brewers have been handled, like, been going on a lot by their pitching, and just they got Willy Adames, and he's kind of been nice. So
yeah, he went deep today.
Oh yeah,
and someone actually didn't go deep.
And also Yelich is now back being healthy too. That team's gonna be a problem in the postseason, dude.
Yeah, that's one team I wouldn't want to play.
I think Woodruff, Burns, and Hauser, those are that's a scary three.
And they score runs too. That's the difference. They got a 300 monster and they score runs, which is something.
Even Brett Anderson isn't that terrible.
Who?
Brett Anderson.
Yeah.
Pitched today. Yeah, he wasn't that terrible.
Threw a fucking shutout the Mets today. That's not saying much, but still a shutout performance.
Hey, that's all that matters. But hey, I mean, that's good that you guys are over 500. I've been noticing you guys have been winning like a lot of those scrappy games, games you probably shouldn't win.
No, yeah, it looks like we're the same old Mets for about 6 innings, but we're dominant in the 7th inning. I'm gonna say out of like our last 20 W's, we won 11 of them in the 7th inning after getting shut out the entire game. So they're scrapping. They're learning how to win. They're resilient, and they're having fun doing it. So it's something I love to see.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, that's definitely how you guys beat us.
Oh, jeez.
Can't really talk much about that.
Jeez. The Yankees and the Mets, the Subway Series in the Bronx. The Yankees escaped one because Jacob deGrom pitched the night before against the Braves, but it didn't really matter because the Mets looked like the better team. But right now, the Yankees are struggling like no other. They're struggling like the Mets used to.
Yeah, we're struggling mightily. Let me not say mightily. I mean, we're not below 500. We're a middling 500 team in a really good division, so being 4th doesn't look good either. It's just a lot of our hitting hasn't came around fully. We got guys hitting under 200 that should be sent down, and they're not being. And the pitching just hasn't held up, and pretty much Chapman. Chapman just hasn't had it. There's been so many games we should have won that we just haven't because Chapman came in with a lead and then blew it.
Chapman, this might be the worst stretch of his entire career. You forget he's been in the league for a long time.
He went on a stretch like this, and I want to say 2018, 2019. I remember he was on a stretch, and I remember what was it? Boone moved him to the bull. He removed him as the closer, and he lost the position. But I mean, yeah, he's on a stretch where he's just not even getting out. At least that Chapman, he'd get maybe 1 out, 2 out, but load the bases. But he's always had this control problem with him, and at times he's really night and day. Either he's gonna light up the zone and is painting the sickest corners you've seen, and then there's times where it's dude, you just gotta hit the zone, and he's not doing it.
He's pitching like the wild thing, Ricky Vaughn, right now from Major League.
Exactly.
Ball 4, ball 8, ball 12, and he looks awful. Like it's more than night and day from the first half of the season. He was looking like a Cy Young candidate
Yeah.
first 10 appearances.
No, he was. I mean, I think through his first 26 innings, he had not allowed a run, which is pretty crazy as a closer.
Insanity.
Dude was averaging like 2.6 strikeouts an inning. Like that's insane.
It's insanity. Jeez, but
And now he just can't get him out.
do you think it's because of the league-wide crackdown on substances? Like, I'm not saying he used spider tack, but everyone in the league was using.
It could be because like I was listening to a podcast with what is it, Glass now that got injured, and he was really even talking about it. He's like even just the what is it, the sunscreen with the rosin and not having that really it changes the grip on the ball, and that ball is not easy to grip. So I can understand maybe it's like the crackdown and him just being notoriously wild has kind of changed a lot in his grips and in the feel of the ball itself. Because I mean, when Chapman's up there and this dude's like drenching with sweat, he's gonna strike out the side. You're not touching him. Dude's throwing 103 at that point. But like it could just be the change in the way he's gripping it. It just doesn't feel right, and he just can't get it into the zone.
Going in, we're less than a week away from the All-Star game. We got who's an All-Star? We got Cole, Chapman, and Aaron Judge All-Stars for the Yankees.
Judge is a starter too.
Started, yeah. The only one who got selected for us was Jacob deGrom, deservingly so. Nobody
else was. Yeah,
no player deserved it. Taijuan Walker deserved it, but
I think there's too many good people. There's too many people. He might get in on those like some people don't go, so maybe he'll take like deGrom spot.
deGrom's definitely not going. I was listening to the radio today. They're saying like it might have been the high altitude. That's where like he hurt himself. His body didn't feel right.
No point sending him up there. You don't need him to go up. He got the appearance. Like good for him. We all know Jacob deGrom's a freaking all-star. we don't have to have him show it. He shows it like almost every night. So keep him healthy.
I'm gonna get your opinion on the All-Star game. A lot of shows I've been listening to, they're all talking about how like the All-Star game reminds them about when they were a kid. But is it much must-watch TV for you anymore?
For me, just because I'm one of those baseball sickos, I still kind of watch it because it's still it's fun to watch everybody on the biggest stage. Like everybody just play together. It doesn't matter. Like the format, I think kind of did lose its luster when it kind of didn't mean anything. Like it meant home field advantage, so the players were kind of like the players that were in it. They're really trying to play because if they get to the World Series, that be playing well on that got them home field advantage.
Yeah, one thing over the year, I think it lost its luster because one like YouTube, MLB TV, you really can see any game you want.
You can watch anyone.
Favorite player, and like even say 30 years ago, sometimes you couldn't even watch your home team. You could only listen to them on the radio. Like so, like, luster like seeing these superstars, seeing like Ken Griffey Jr., Marco Guard, Barry Bonds, for one time only on the same field. Like that's not there anymore because I can see Shohei Ohtani highlights. I can see Aaron Judge throw someone out. I can see Jacob deGrom strike someone out. Like it's available for me right now anytime we see it. And one other thing is, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little older. Like I'll still watch the Home Run Derby. Like the ratings are always higher for the All-Star game than the Home Run Derby, but I'm more interested in the Home Run Derby.
Nah, definitely. I mean, the Home Run Derby is always going to be something that's really like it's fun to watch. Who doesn't like chick stick the long ball?
Of course,
you're gonna watch it. It's something fun. But I definitely do feel like over the years that All-Star game has really kind of lot. Like I watch it just because it's something to watch. I'm gonna be watching baseball anyway, so it's the only baseball that's on. I might as well put it on. But like I do find myself probably like doing other things. I'm not really fully invested into the game. I'll check the score every now and again, but I'm not sitting down like, I gotta watch this. I'll make sure to try to watch it bat. You know,
like
probably
like
watch the judge at bats. That's it.
and like there's interleague play. Everyone plays someone with like a few other teams.
Yeah.
Not something you see. I think I forgot what player I was listening to. It was an interview from a few years ago. He said All-Star Game lost its luster when like free agency became a thing, because like it used to be the same guys, the same top guys
Yeah.
showing up, seeing each other every year.
And you wouldn't see the other guys though.
Yeah. So it's like you're facing another guy. Like you're not facing the opposing pitcher unless you see him in the World Series. So it
Mm-hmm.
was something special. Now it's like it's just another game for some of these guys. It's a little vacation. There's no
Yeah.
stakes.
You enjoy the town. Like the younger guys probably enjoy it a lot more because it's like something new, something fun.
Yeah, all the guys come with their families, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mike Porto's fucking gonna be batting under 200. What a fucking! I can't even be mad about Michael Porto. Like Michael Porto has come back. Okay, back to regular season baseball stuff. Michael Porter coming back off of injury. He's hitting the ball hard, and like that's why like I'm anti fucking not launch angle like velocity, bat speed, whatever. Like it's
Exit velo.
exit velocity, because he's hitting the fucking ball hard, but he's hitting it like he's on a very unlucky streak. It's going directly to the shortstop line drive, directly to the center fielder line drive. Like he's hitting the ball hard. He's scorched them once or twice a game, but he can't hit the ground or leave the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but him, Lindor, Jeff McNeil had a walk-off hit earlier, but these guys aren't doing well. Outside of Dom Smith and Pete Alonso, these guys aren't fucking hitting. And it's annoying. Like, it's fun winning games in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, but I'm fucking bored out of my mind from the 1st through 7th inning. They don't do shit. And Stroman's not looking the same. So, like, it's not like a guaranteed win every time he's up. He's a big victim of sticky stuff. He looks fucking horrendous his last 3-4 starts. He's had some family issues. Things are going on in his personal life, but he's been getting rocked in his last 3 starts. So, like, that's not a guaranteed win. Jacob deGrom is starting to look like a human, giving up 2 or 3 hits a game. And
Sticky stuff.
what's up?
I said sticky stuff.
Yeah, he's just human. It's fucking crazy. He gives up a home run a game, and they still almost lose all the starts. It's reverting back to his career fucking outings of.
I think today he was like this close to pitching a complete game loss.
Yeah. He finished the game 7 innings. They went into extras, but they pinch hit for him. It worked out. The pinch hit Jose Peraza. He hit a game tying home run, so it worked out. But
They should have sent DeGrom up there.
after the yeah, of course, he probably would have hit the homer too. Josh Hader, you would have been hyped. You would have won your bet probably. But through the
Actually, I
7th,
did need the over.
he was under 80 pitches.
Yeah.
Like he was throwing a fucking gem, and they still almost lost the game. What are they? They're at 45 and 38 after a doubleheader. Not crazy impressive, but good enough for first place in the NL East. Washington, we haven't talked in a couple of weeks. Washington's been on a tear. Kyle Schwarber's been the greatest hitter for a month.
Raking. He's on the IL though right now, so that's kind of
That's
it opens the door back up for you guys, you know.
Yeah, like we just got to survive. We were able to stay 500. We won 2 out of 3 so far against the Brewers. Now we got 4 against the Pirates. Hopefully we win 3 out of 4 leading into the All-Star break.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, wish I could say the same about our Yankees. We just haven't been producing. It's on every facet of the team, like from pitching to the bullpen to hitting. It just nothing's clicked. And I think the Yankee fans have kind of seen this over time with this team is like they're not going to get the big hit. They can only hit home runs. They're too righty dominant. And that's really coming to the forefront. I mean, our only lefty is Brett Gardner, and he bats last. So if you're a righty, you're facing 8 righties and a lefty. And surprisingly enough, kind of having Odor in these situations, like now having Odor kind of be in this situation might actually help the team because now you have another lefty bat you could add into the lineup. but you really don't want Odor playing every day because he's kind of not the best. He's one of those true outcome players where it's like home run, walk, or strikeout. That's it.
Yeah, how are you feeling? Like within like the past week, Steinbrenner came out and said, uh, basically said Cashman's job safe, Boone's job is safe. How did that make you feel as a Yankee fan watching a lineup with 7 or 8 righties in there every single night with a short porch built for the left-handed bat and kind of like not the greatest decisions being made with the lineup?
I mean, that's the thing. This lineup was kind of constructed to be like these right-handers could also hit the opposite way to the short porch and utilize it that way. But it's not like really just the ability to. It's just sometimes a righty lefty matchup is just it's a whole different thing, or a lefty righty matchup. It changes up the dynamic of the game, and also like this team is just very unathletic. Like we don't have guys like a run. Have guys that consistently hit into ground balls. Defensively, we are really atrocious. I think we're one of the worst teams in like run differential, which is awful. Terrible times.
Who did they just trade for?
LaCastro. So he does have speed, and I kind of like he is probably like one of the fastest guys in the league. He's a center fielder. It helps. I was literally watching the broadcast yesterday. I saw his batting average was a 176, and I was like, "Welcome to the team. You made it. You belong."
Jeez.
Jeez.
So like, like one thing I don't get about that move was, yeah, they picked up a speedster, but like they've been a straight up analytics team. Like we don't steal, we don't bunt, and everything. And now they're gonna just try to implement it when
Yeah, now they're just like, oh, if it hasn't worked that way, let's try to do it this way while still hitting home runs.
you got to hit the home runs first, though.
Dude, you got to hit this team was built to hit home runs. So, like Lily Switcher said, they're just trying to I was listening to a podcast today with Nick Switcher, and he just was like, they're just trying to do too much. Everybody's just trying to get that big hit, and it's like just let your power just do it for you. Like that's the thing. It's not like this team has never been able to do what they're being asked to do. Like we are literally just asking them to play up to the back of that baseball card. I really think it's time to trade Clint Frazier too. I'm just tired of it.
Think anyone's gonna take him right now?
No, or move him down. Like he has an option.
You think he'll get the package you would have gone from maybe 2 years ago?
No, and that's why I said we should have traded him 2 years ago. I saw he always just had it. Like there was just always something about Clint Frazier every time he came up. It was always like this big thing, whatever. And then they sent him down. I remember there was one time after they sent him down, like he unfollowed Aaron Judge. He went on like this emotional like little hissy fit, and I was like, dude, this guy doesn't fit.
Yeah,
like he's not part of this team. And then he had that great season where he wore the mask in 2020. He was the masked man. Kind of had a decent 60 games. But what does a decent 60 games really get you?
no, it gets a Mickey Mouse Gold Glove.
Yeah. But does that really get you hitting under 180 in the middle of July?
Batting under 180.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think he's like 160.
Damn, what a fuck boy.
Bro, think about back in the day. You would have been sent down if you batted like that into May.
It's really great. Like I know like the Yankees. I saw a tweet. It said like the difference between the Yankees then and now is like they put up 2016 all the guys that they called up that year, and all the guys they've called up in 2021, and they're just kind of nobodies on the squad. Like what happened to the big farm system they had? It was the top farm system, and it looks like they can't send anyone down because they don't have anyone better to place what they're putting on the field right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what it feels like, and that's where I just get as a fan where I'm just like, why don't we just give these guys a try? What are we going to lose out on? I mean, a lot of our Yankee fans have already decided we're probably going to miss the playoffs. We're not out of it, but it's like the way this team has been looking. Why should we have any hope?
And
So at this point, it's like we have Esteban Florio. He was supposed to be like this next big guy. He got 3 games, and then they sent him down. We haven't seen him since. I mean, Debbie
how did he
Garcia.
do?
He was what?
How old is David Garcia now?
Debbie is 24. I mean, he was supposed to be the next Pedro, and I think he's getting shelled right now in the minors.
Yeah, I remember that was a piece they wouldn't trade either.
No, that was a
Jeez.
big piece. He was supposed to be this big guy. Haven't seen him since. And I don't know why they just keep keeping him in the minors. Like, let him get his run in the majors. What are you really missing out on?
Yeah,
Like the ability to trade him?
I think you guys really do have a shot at the wild card still. There's still 80 games left, but I
Yeah.
think the Red Sox are going to take the division. But you got to pull 2016, not a complete rebuild, but you got to give these young guys a shot.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a point where I think that's going to come, and I think it's after the All-Star break. Because right after the All-Star break, we have 8 games of the Red Sox. I'd say we can't lose more than 2 of those.
Realistically, yeah.
You got to go 6-2 to even give this the Yankee fans like me like any hope of like, all right, this team can make a run. This team could do something. Because every time we've expected them to come up big, they haven't.
And I've seen the Yankees lose heartbreakers. Like they lost to the Mets last weekend. I didn't fully watch the game. I was in La La Land up in
Thank God I
Pennsylvania.
didn't watch it.
But I listened to every game on the radio. Me and my buddies were trying to drink a beer every inning, and towards the end of the game, like we're down like 5 runs. I'm like, all right, it's like, 'cause like no one else wanted to listen to baseball. It's just me. They're doing me a favor. I'm like, all right, guys, don't worry about it. And then 20 minutes later, with my delayed phone updates, I'd get bling, 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 bling. Like, Jesus, we missed the comeback of the fucking century off of Chapman, too. And those are not games that you're supposed to lose to the Mets. Any team in the league.
No,
Like,
no.
we're not finishers. Like, we're in first place, but like tonight, we lost 5-0 to the Brewers in a 7-inning game. In the bottom of the 6th inning, it was 3-0 Brewers. We had bases loaded, 0 outs, 3 strikeouts in a row. Dom Smith, Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, our 3 big guys struck out after the Brewers reliever gave up 3 walks in a row. That's the Mets.
That's the Mets.
That's the freaking Mets. But the Yankees made them look like the '86 Mets.
Bro, we look like the Mets right now. We're blowing games we shouldn't be. We pitching is just not getting it done. Like, you're just looking at blank offenses.
Jeez, yeah, it's like we haven't done an episode in a couple of weeks, but like the within the last 2 weeks, the Mets lost a game by 20 runs to the Atlanta Braves, and everyone's thinking, "Geez, this is the worst performance of the night." That same night, what did the Yankees give up a 7-run lead to the Angels?
Yeah,
Geez, like I would rather lose in the 3rd inning
bro,
than
that
not.
game. I swore to myself. So I'm like, I've stopped watching for at least like a week now, and I swore to myself I was not going to watch this game. I saw it was 7-0. I was like, word, we shelled Ohtani. We should be able to do this. I started trying to go to bed. My phone keeps going off, going off. I actually went to go get food. I listened to it in the car, and I heard Chapman was pitching. And I went in. I heard there was runner on first, 1 out. And I was like, all right, Chapman's got this. He's got this. I'm going to run in. I come back out, runner on first and second, and there's a 3-0 count to the next batter. And as I'm driving back, John Sterling just says on the radio, he goes, Susan, if he walks this guy, then you got to deal with Jared Walsh with the possibility of hitting a grand slam. And I looked at myself, I was like, we lost. We fucking lost this game. I was like, we are not coming back in this game at all. And then next thing, I go upstairs, I look at my phone, grand slam. I was like, all right. And that's been the Yankee season in a nutshell.
All right, like you pretty much kind of explained it, but like, what are your overall feelings for the first half of the season?
Terrible. Like not what this team was projected to be, but kind of what a lot of people, even me, are expecting and just kind of like now accepting.
Yeah,
You
like
hope this team kind of makes a playoff run, but if we have to sell off, then we sell off.
better to start fresh, I believe. But my overall feelings are very positive, very very positive. Uh, Pitching's been great. Relief pitching's been great. We haven't really, I want to say, we haven't really blown games like we usually do. We've been upsetting people, and it's been a fun first half for me. Uh, I don't want to start making any crazy predictions because it's still a long season. Nationals are getting hot. There's three teams within a couple games of each other, right under the Mets. But like the Mets just got to play maybe a little bit better than 500 baseball the rest of the way, and they're going to win this division. We're this close, and I believe we can do it. But what really needs to happen is like the bats need to wake up because they've been waking up, but it's like every other game. We score 5 runs, we get shut out. We score 6 runs, we get shut out. Back to back to back. I don't think we've won three in a row in over a month. So
Yeah,
like
that's just stacking wins.
we're a quintessential slightly better than 500 team. I don't think we're overperforming. This is kind of what I predicted, but I didn't predict the rest of the division being this bad.
No, it's definitely like you guys aren't overachieving, but the whole rest of the league is superiorly underachieving.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you take what you get. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining about it.
I
But
mean, if we were in your division, I think we would honestly be in second place.
yeah, I believe that easily. You're over 500. It's
We're over 500. Yeah.
but okay. Let's do some first half awards. We got NL AL MVP and NL and AL Cy Young. Who's your NL MVP?
NL MVP. Knowing the way all the voting is gonna go, I know it's gonna go to Tatis.
Yeah, that's
That dude, it's just like almost like a home run every time. And honestly, him and the other guy in the AL, it's the same thing. Him and Otani.
yeah. I got Otani down as well.
Those
Like
are MVPs, bro. Every night, it's just like another highlight reel home run.
they're just like hitting piss missiles too.
Yeah.
But the thing about Tatis, like he's not at 30 yet, but I keep forgetting he's missed 16 games. He's missed fucking time. He's missed heavy time, and he's up there with the best of them with all these numbers.
He's missed hell of time because really when he plays, all he does is just hit rockets. And like this dude has a lot of errors. Like okay, his errors are gonna maybe hurt him, but like the dude makes up for it with his bat. Dude.
Yeah.
That man is insane. He had 3 home runs like a couple weeks ago.
Every I'm gonna say on MLB Instagram, he's on it once a day.
Every day.
And it's like you can't even be mad at it because you watch the clip and you're like, shit.
That's I deserve to see that.
Thank you, MLB. You're gonna take my light,
right? Like my night would have been bad if I didn't see that clip.
And then over in the AL, like I'm sure you have Otani as well.
Yeah, I mean, me as a Yankee fan, I hate Otani. I can't stand this dude. I think he should have signed with us. That's just pure jealousy. But seeing him against our team and like just seeing what he's been doing, his bat is insane. It is insane. Like I've always said it when he came into the league too. I was like, this guy is going to absolutely break. He's a big dude. He has quick hands through the zone. He gets to the ball. He gets right on top of it, and he is yoked. Like that dude. You saw him with his arms behind his back. That picture of him, dude is yoked. That dude could hit the ball and hit it a mile.
Yeah, he's I remember when he won the Rookie of the Year. Like we talked about before, we both thought Andujar should have won it.
I still think so.
Just the career trajectory, like both went complete opposite ways.
Yeah.
Andujar got hurt. never really recovered. He came back up this year. I don't know how he's been doing, but I really haven't heard his name since.
He's been average.
Yeah, and Otani is just looking like the greatest player ever
But
for.
that's the thing. Otani got hurt too. Otani missed a lot of time. So for him to come back after all these injuries, I thought really the pitching was gonna really screw him up. And I still think to this day, like I think if he's gonna stay in the league, he has to ditch pitching and just stay more to hitting.
Yeah,
That's gonna get him the bigger contract, and he's just better at it. I
maybe
think.
just like be a reliever or something, or like
Yeah,
he's the
like
guy.
yo, if we need you to close an inning, like come in.
Yeah, call him in from left.
Yeah,
And
just pull him out from right, like some college shit. Like yo, hey, we need you from right field, come pitch.
but it's still really impressive what he's been doing. And they're like, I always kind of like root for like these big name guys to kind of fail low key because I'm a fucking hater. But he's fucking doing it, pitching, batting. Got rocked by the Yankees, but he got him back the next couple of nights, hitting fucking bombs.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think he had the same amount of RBIs that he gave up,
Jesus.
or it was close easily. Yeah, it was easily close.
All right, so let's see. Like my NL Cy Young easily, it's Jacob DeGrom. His worst start of the year last week. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning, and then he proceeded to strike out 14 of the next 18 batters.
Yeah,
So
nah,
like,
I mean,
he's gonna give up runs. Every pitcher's gonna give up runs. This is fucking the MLB. Someone's gonna get you. But it's really just incredible. After he gave up 2 runs today, his ERA went up to 1.08. It's incredible what he's doing, what he started, and even his bad starts are a great day for anyone else. And that's
nah,
what that is NL Cy
that's,
Young.
that's definitely true. No, I mean, Degrom is on another planet this season. I mean, he's like you said, he's had those shaky outings. Let's see how he kind of continues into the year. Let's see if he can continue going. I definitely think the injuries are going to be an issue though going forward,
Yeah,
especially now that it's been a couple. It hasn't just been the one injury, and the one guy I'll really look out for too to give him a run. Kevin Gossman. He's having a really good season right now in San Francisco, and that team was not
that's
supposed to be a lot, but he's been stepping up for them.
that's a good baseball team. That's a team I don't want to see in the NLDS.
Mm-hmm.
They will fucking kick the shit out of the Mets.
Watch, he might start the All Star game if it's not Degrom.
I believe Degrom. I think he's definitely not going. Like he's
No.
officially like opted out. He just wants to be a part of it. All right. Who's your AL Cy Young?
AL Cy Young.
The conversation for. We agreed on the last 3.
You know, I haven't really thought a lot on this. Could be a lot of people. Could be Lance Lynn. Dude's been pretty automatic out there for Chicago. I think he only gave up 1 run through 7 innings today.
Yeah. I got his running. I got Carlos Rodon.
Rodon too. Yeah.
He just seems kind of like a fucking mean, nasty pitcher.
Nah, he is.
You're gonna get him, but he'll always get you back. What are his numbers? I wrote down his numbers.
He's a grinder too. They really re-signed him back on some. All right, we'll give you one last chance thing.
Yeah, and he's
'Cause
fucking
he
doing
was
it.
he was supposed to go somewhere else this season.
See, what is he? He's almost at 100 innings already through the first half of baseball. 2.3 ERA.
Perfect game
Yeah,
or no hitter.
Yeah, that, and he's made 15 starts. Like he's showing up, and I think that's the biggest thing with MLB players now. They're just being there every single day, being able to show up every 5th day, pitching your 200 innings stuff, and your team needs you. Are they still in first place, Chicago White Sox?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an AL team that could.
That's an AL team that's gonna be a force. That's gonna be.
I think this, like, I'm a big fan of like bringing old school guys in, but this team is too young and too swaggy to have fucking.
Nah. Yo, honestly, they just got rid of Adam Eaton. Like they just DFA'd him, bro. They signed him for a 1 year, $8 million. Adam Eaton.
I don't mean
DFA'd
he's
him.
still in the fucking league.
Yeah, he was with Chicago, and honestly, they DFA'd him. Billy Hamilton's kind of been stepping up for them. That dude's just making a comeback with his legs. That dude has
Bro,
contact and speed.
he made that flying catch in the outfield yesterday.
Yeah, can we talk? Wait, fuck MLB for trying to compare that to the Hicks play.
Yeah,
That was no.
Hamilton.
All right, I get. Same person, same place, same type of play.
No,
But
yeah,
the
that's what it was. It was in the same stadium, same location, almost the same situation.
but the Hicks one was so much better.
No, because you're a Yankee boy.
No, look at the scenario. It was a 14-12 game in the 10th inning with 2 outs, bases loaded, and that ball's in the gap. And Hicks had just hit a game leading 3-run shot the inning beforehand. Billy Hamilton probably bunted and stole second, and then it was a 4-run lead with nobody on and 2 out. Come on, man.
The Hicks situation is 100 times better, but I think the actual catch Hamilton's was better.
No.
Yeah, Hicks's was more important to the game, 100% more important. But I think Hamilton just looked better in my opinion.
It's the rain.
Yeah, man.
You know what? See that's why because I like the dirt when Hicks comes up, the dirt's in his eye, and he's got Talkman like because like Talkman's like hyping him up, and Hicks is just looking at the bullpen like I got that. I was like, yo, that was clean.
Fucking, but he hasn't been the same since.
He still wasn't even the same back then.
Is he still on the injured list?
Of course he is. He's done for the year. You won't see him again.
That's a rough 7-year contract. I don't know why they gave him 7 years.
I have no clue either. That was the worst contract we've ever given to somebody.
Worse than Jacoby Ellsbury?
Nah, Jacoby Ellsbury was worse. At least Hicks's money we can move.
Yeah.
Ellsbury's money, it's like, God damn it, can we just get a refund on this?
Yeah, that was just signed just so the Red Sox couldn't re-sign him. He couldn't beat them with the Red Sox.
Dude, that hurt me when I don't even think we recorded for then. When the Red Sox had the Dustin Pedroia ceremony, and out stepped Jacoby Ellsbury in a Red Sox uniform with the Yankees there, I was like, yo, fuck this man, bro. Fuck this dude.
That was a big fuck you to them.
If I ever see Jacoby Ellsbury, I'll punch him in the face.
He's probably huge, right? He looks little on the field, but he's probably huge, right?
No, he's definitely huge. He's definitely knocking me out, but I got to get that one punch on him.
like he fucked me up, but I hit him. He knows he was in a fight.
Yeah. Free Yankee tickets for life if I do that. Watch.
That's true. Yeah, you'll at least get a beer from someone every game.
Be like, yeah, you see this? I got beat up by Ellsbury, but I punched him once. Everybody's buying me beer there.
I'm right in his tooth. What are your predictions? Do you think the Yankees will be buyers or sellers at the end of the month?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really think it's going to come down to what this Boston series looks like. But the way things are going, I'm going to say we're going to be sellers. We might not sell off everything. We might sell a couple pieces, but like I'm thinking we might sell Gary Sanchez. It's gonna happen.
His stock
is high
right now.
What?
Like outside of 2 years ago, his stock's never gonna be better than it is right now.
That's what I'm saying. His stock is so high for maybe a playoff team. And honestly, what we've just been through for the past few years, that's what you kind of were looking for out of him.
And realistically, like, are you going to want to pay him to like be up and down for the next 5 years?
No. And honestly, I don't like me being a Gary Sanchez fan. I don't want to see that for him. It's like I'd rather you go somewhere where people are actually going to accept you.
Yeah, anywhere outside of New York, they're going to love him.
Because right now, New York hates you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
The Mets are going to 100% be buyers, but I saw one thing, a name that keeps popping up that I don't want to happen is Josh Donaldson. Dude,
somebody told me that, and honestly, I think that is a good pickup for you guys.
I just don't think he will mesh well with this clubhouse, though.
That's true. His antics but honestly, I think with Lindor and him, like I think they could mesh. I think he brings kind of like that 80s Mets back a little bit into the fun clubhouse. So you have that rowdiness, and then you get him and Pete kind of, taking pre-workout before the game and walking out in sweatbands and, headbands, no shirt. I can see that.
The one target I want. I think we're gonna be fine with pitching. We probably get one more bullpen arm, sell off some fucking kid that I've never heard of, get that done. But the third baseman I want is from the tanking Chicago Cubs. I want Chris Bryant for 1 year. I think it would be worth going all in for 1 year with Chris Bryant.
But who are you gonna give them?
It would probably be.
You would have to give them. That would be you're sending them the farm. Every top prospect you have is going.
No, because it's his contract year right now, and they're definitely not going to re-sign him.
Still, they're going to want a lot.
If it was 2 years ago, yeah, they would have gotten.
No, something. I know he's definitely not re-signing. Him and the Cubs have so much bad blood towards each other. He's definitely not re-signing. I know the Cubs are going to ask for him.
They're going to need something.
Because they're gonna want to. They're gonna want to build around Rizzo. I bet you they're gonna want to build around Rizzo.
But they offered him a slapdick fucking. I think they offered him like 5 years, $70 million, something slapdick, and crazy disrespectful.
Well, because Baez isn't gonna resign.
No one's gonna resign. They won their World Series. I think they're done.
I can see that.
But I think the Mets are gonna be all right. I think the Yankees would be all right. Well. They play the Red Sox right out of the gate, and after what do they play 4 in Boston or Yankee Stadium?
I think there's a split in between it, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it is 8 straight.
Jesus, that's gonna make or break their season.
Sorry, it's 4 straight, then 2 against Philly in New York, and then 4 straight in Boston, and then 3 in Tampa. So that's really going to make or break our season right there.
They need to win 5 of those games against the Red Sox, realistically.
I said 6. I say 6.
All right. You got any final words before the All-Star break?
No. Let's hope the season can turn around, because if not, I'm going to be checking out quick.
All right, and we don't want that.
No, we definitely don't want that.
Next week, I guess we'll just talk about the All-Star Game, Home Run Derby, and kind of get ready for the second half of the season.
Who you got in the Home Run Derby?
I hope Pete Alonso sucks, because it'll piss me off if he's fucking good, more than anything. But I really wanted to see Schwarber, but he's not going to be in it. I want to see Ohtani. I want Ohtani to win.
You want Ohtani to win?
There's a lot of hype around him right now. I want to see him keep pushing it.
I can see that happening. Honestly, you know who might take it? Soto.
Yeah, that dude's a different animal in the same.
Watch beast. The dark horse. He just goes to work.
Yeah, I'd be happy for him to go into the post All-Star game slump.
Yeah,
I would gladly like to see that.
Me too.
Right,
maybe the Yankees trade for Scherzer.
Jeez, is he back off the injured list yet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, man. That'd be huge if you got to beat the Red Sox 5 times. And if that happens, I think they'll make a big move.
Yeah, if we beat them 5 times, we got sweet Philly.
Yes, and then win 2 out of 3 against the Rays.
Yeah,
we'll freaking see. We'll see you next week. All-Star break. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Mets.
Let's go, guys. That was another great week. Catch you guys later.
And we won't be groggy as hell next week either.
Yeah, we'll try to be a little bit more up spirit.
All right. Have a good one.
Later.